from the city of brotherly love. MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Philadelphia Phillies. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Vince Velasquez gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, I call Vince Velasquez V squared, and he's a really good pitcher. 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, 95 to 97 with a fastball with a lot of late life. Quality pitcher.
Now in the box, number 12. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Shortstop, number 12.
Pitch on the way. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Ground ball foul down the left side. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Nero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. His lifetime line against Velasquez. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 1 ball, no strikes to count. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Velasquez features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. This is pulled into right, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Number 19, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Robert Stevenson, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Stepping up now, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
First pitch on its way. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Odubel Herrera. Second home run early in the year, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he lays off there, 1-0. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last two.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Sliced hard on the ground. Suarez fields it cleanly, and the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. A moment now to check out the hometown Phillies starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Maikel Franco. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Now at the plate, Rhys Hoskins. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Winker is there. 2 gone. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Maikel Franco looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Oh, 0-2 the count to Suarez.
0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
First pitch on its way. Popped him up. And Santana able to stay with it here for out number 2.
Batting sixth, the left fielder.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Adam Duvall. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat. This is line to left. Hoskins is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Up next will be Nick Williams, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Williams.
Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Jeanette showing off his range. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
So next to the plate for the Phils, number 4. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And he takes ball 1. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford.
The shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Here's the first pitch to him. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Jeanette has a play, and that's the 3rd out. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Stepping into the box, Jesse Winker. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Drilled down the line. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Tucker Barnhart.
First things first, here's a throw over. And he's back easily. Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. So here's the Reds pitcher, Robert Stevenson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now the manager brings his outfield in here with the pitcher at the plate. Doesn't want to get burned on any weak bloopers. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter, number
Stepping
12.
in and ready for another shot, number 12. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline. One and one to the Reds leadoff man.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Winker, the runner at third. Barnhart at second with one away. Good spot for the change there, and that'll knock things up at 2-2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Second baseman.
So striding in, Scooter Gennett, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball that time, not even close. Runners at second and third with two gone. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
1-2 now. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands two men in scoring position. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Now at the plate, Andrew Knapp as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, Andrew.
First pitch of the at-bat. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So here now is the pitcher, Vince Velasquez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
This is on the ground over to first, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Odubel Herrera.
Ready for another chance, Odubel Herrera, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Very rarely, Matt, you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4. Gennett has it. The second for 1. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1.
From first baseman, number 41.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Herrera leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Herrera's off and running. Pitch outside, the throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
He loses him on ball 4.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder, Reese.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set, and the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Striding in once again, Michael Franco. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Joey Votto. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez.
Joey Votto.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is low and outside for a ball.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
3-0 to him now. That one's in there. 3-1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Line towards center field. Herrera is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
First offering on its way. Strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Ranging back is Herrera, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded.
And he's safe at the plate. We're all square at one apiece.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Into the box, Adam Duvall. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. The fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Up next will be Nick Williams.
Leading off the 4th inning, right fielder, Nick Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Stepping in now, number 4. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Andrew Knapp. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left. In now for the Reds, Jesse Winker. He singled his last time up.
Center fielder number 33.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. The 1-0 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
This at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
And it's fouled away. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A base hit in his first trip. One and one to Tucker Barnhart. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now, Robert Stevenson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And that pitch catches the inside corner. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. 1-2 the count to the Reds pitcher. Line softly toward the hole. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
2 balls, no strike.
The 2-0 on the way. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. On deck, Carlos Santana. The 3-0 is taken. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Digging in once again, Carlos Santana. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Slow bouncer to the right side. That winds up foul for the second strike. Liner toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, number 12. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that one just missed outside.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Hoskins comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The batter, number 3.
Ready once again, Scooter Gennett. Lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to Gennett. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. The 2-2 pitch is fouled away. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Pulled softly out toward right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Just keeping him float. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Heading out towards shallow right. Williams is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Riding in once again, Eugenio Suarez. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Reds leave 1. Score remains tied 1-1. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Here comes the first pitch. The high fastball is in there.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Third baseman, number 7.
Ready for another shot now. Michael Franco, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Grounded to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Ready for another chance? Nick Williams. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2. 2 out, nobody on. Into center field, line drive, base hit. He was in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning high.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Digging in once again, number 4. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. In there, and it's even at 1.
You got a ball, 1 strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Two and 2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
Digging in to try it again, J.P. Crawford. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball's in for a strike.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And a good job to lay off the fastball there. Close, but it's 1-1.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing.
The 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Still tied 1 apiece. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. And that brings up Scott Schebler. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Luis Garcia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57, Luis Garcia.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 23. Adam
Stepping in and
Duvall.
ready for another shot, Adam Duvall. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. From the stretch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs as that's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And that misses, ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Pereira is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jared Hughes will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Billy Hamilton is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Knapp. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Hit down the third base line. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is lined into left field, and the leadoff man will reach. It's a base hit.
The batter, pitcher, Luis Garcia.
Cesar Hernandez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Cesar Hernandez.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1. Into right field. That's a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Hit in the air to center field. Hamilton is there, and he has it for the first out. Here's Carlos Santana now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. In now, Rhys Hoskins. And their runners at the corners now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball through the hole. It's a base hit. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 50, Hector Neris.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Tucker Barnhart. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Here's the 1-1. To 1-2 now. The 1-2. This one's down to third. Franco has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
At the plate, Billy Hamilton. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Now batting.
Man, I watched
Number
Chipper
12.
Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
And again a throw, and he just manages to get his hand in. Into the box, number 12. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's to the left and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Cincinnati. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Michael Lorenzen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Maikel Franco, who's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
There to take it is Votto, and there's 1 gone. Up next will be Nick Williams. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. The 2-1 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 4.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, number 4. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit in the air out toward left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Phillies down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Back in the city of brotherly love with Major League Baseball on the show. At the plate, Joey Votto. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. He's set and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Hoskins on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. And there's ball 1. And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he misses low with it. 2-0. Two and 1 the count. He's set and the 2-1 pitch. Started that swing a bit too early.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall. This is foul right side. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 0-1. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More from Citizens Bank Park in just a moment. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Wendy Peralta is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jose Peraza will also enter as a part of the double switch, as he'll hit in the 7th hole in the lineup.
Number 9.
So next to the plate for the Phils, J.P. Crawford. He was a ground out victim last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped him up. Peraza shading to his right. Makes the play. 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Andrew Knapp. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Peralta playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-0 on the way is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
The pitcher, number 50, Hector Neris.
Aaron Altair will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 23, Aaron Altair.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. One and one to Aaron Altair.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
The 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Line towards center field. Hamilton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. The 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you've got to be willing to give up full side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Duvall is there, and no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 10th inning coming up, all tied at 1-1. Adam Morgan takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 46, Adam Morgan.
Digging in, Adam Duvall. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1.
Adam Duvall.
Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And they have taken the lead. And here's Jose Peraza as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses inside off the plate.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Swing and a line drive to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the base. Ball and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
Stepping in now, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In the dirt here, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And the runner's coming home. And the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. And in the days of 3-run homers in 9 to 8 ball games, you don't see the suicide squeeze executed much anymore. But this right here is a textbook example of getting that bunt down and getting the RBI. Standing in now, number 12. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Reds 3 and the Phillies 1. Raisel Iglesias takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Carlos Santana will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Carlos Santana.
First pitch on its way. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder,
and that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. A called strike over the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. The 1-1 home is laid off of down and in. Now the 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
There's ball 4.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Maikel Franco, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball went inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
In now, Nick Williams. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Now a pickoff play at second, and he's back standing. The 1-0 pitch. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? One there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close 3-1. The Malta claims the win out of the pen, his first. Raisel Iglesias earns the save out of the bullpen, his 5th of the year. So that.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting off in the National League East, the Cincinnati Reds got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 3-1. The Metropolitans picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-4. The Atlanta Braves racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-5. Kyle Hendricks won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter, leading the Cubbies to a win over the Pirates 3-0. The Brewers combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-1. The Rockies got 12 hits in this one as they bested the visiting Padres 5-4. The San Francisco Giants knocked out 10 hits as a team as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 7-1. The Blue Jays launched 3 home runs as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-1. The White Sox amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Rays 10-7. The Cleveland Indians pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers 3-0. The win was their 5th straight as a team.